welcome back. So here is a full video from prep to the filing at the end. So cuticle pusher from Glitter Planet, it's their outer space one. Absolutely love this, and this is my mum that I'm working on. You will see her lovely index finger, which not only is a very short nail bed, also smoke stained because she's a smoker. And she had a whitlow on there a few years ago, so it doesn't grow the way others do. So I start with the cuticle pusher. I then come in with the skittle bit from Nail Dot Supplies. Love this. Roughly about speed 5, and literally just pushes that cuticle back, lifts any dead skin off that nail plate. Absolutely love this bit. So do that on all of the fingers, including her lovely nicotine stained one. Bad habit, mother. And it just pushes it around, but as you can see, it's a very misshapen finger. So what happens is when we put the tip on and do her nail, it always looks shorter than the others. And I don't want to go longer with the extension because then it's going to put more pressure on it, so we don't want that. Tiny little nick on her thumb. Can you see that on her cuticle? Yeah, I did that. Not gonna lie. So I then come in with this cuticle bit. I can't remember where I got this one from. I think it might have been on knee file course that I did. But anyway, just goes over. It's gentle enough to use on the skin. I just take that off. I'm not a big fan of cutting cuticles. I'm not very confident doing it. So unless they're really, really bad, I leave them alone. To be honest, this does take most of that off. Look at that finger, isn't it awful? She also has arthritis in that knuckle as well, which doesn't help. So once we are all prepped, I will then clean the nails off with a dust brush, and I then come in with a file and I lightly etch that nail. Now I make sure that I do this in a scoring motion, so I do it one way and then I try and do it the other, and then I come back in. This is really key. This prep, the whole prep thing, is the most important part of the service. If you don't do this bit right, you will get problems. So if you're not sure that you've done it enough, I look to make sure there's no shine on the nail. Try and avoid using your thumb to brush the dust off. I did it right at the beginning of that one, but that doesn't help. It just puts more oil back onto that nail bed, so try and avoid doing that. So just using the corner of my file, look, just to get in those edges and make sure we've got it all. Clean that beautiful nail off. I'm not scoring hard. I have sped this whole video up because it was just too long. But if you're unsure if you're prepping properly, do it again. That simple. So all I'm doing is just taking the shine off, just making sure we've got a nice matte looking nail at the end of it. So once I've done that, I spray the nails with Fresh Prep spray and my trusty toothbrush. This one's called Teresa Green. Bad joke, I know, but always makes my clients smile. So yeah, just checking that they're all looking matte. So nice prepared surface there for the tips. I'm using Tracy Lou's tapered square tips today. So just get those onto the edge, and a little bit of CJP gripper glue, which is what I use. So just pop that on there, hold it down, make sure there's no air bubbles, and just hold it for a few seconds. And we are actually doing a stiletto shape with these today. I haven't bought stiletto tips yet from Tracy Lou because I've got so many Glitter Planet ones, but they're too pinched for my mum's nails, so I just find it easier to cut these ones down. So I put the tips on all 5 of the nails. This is quite a long video, but I've been requested to do it, so I thought I would. And being as it's Sunday and I'm in my pyjamas and it's a day off, I decided to give me mum a treat. This set, she chose the glitter, or she chose the maple leaf glitter. I chose everything else because I'm mean like that. So yeah, we get all of her tips on. And then I don't use tip cutters to cut my tips. I use stalk scissors, mainly because I used to chop them down with tip cutters, and then I'd have to cut the sides anyway. So I do cut my tips, mainly because I'm lazy and I don't like filing. So we started off, we were going to do a ballerina, and then she said, no, let's do stiletto. So I then chopped him a bit more. So literally middle of that end tip, straight to the side, just like that. Take this bit off now, saves me some time later. And I will come in once we've cut these tips down and file the edges as well, and just blend those little wings in a bit. Look how easy they cut. They're lovely tips. I absolutely adore these tips. Tracy Lou file. Now I have used a new file to do this, just to get that nice sharp edge. So literally just get that shaping in, and then don't really need to blend the tip itself, but I just like to blend those wings. I haven't used an e-file for finish filing on this video either. I've done it all by hand. So just while you're watching this bit, just to give you a bit more information about me, I came into nails quite late in life. I did a distance learning course to get my qualification, and I've then backed that up with additional training in workshops, etc. Because the problem with distance learning is you don't get that hands-on experience. So I'm still very new to nails. It's less than 2 years, but I'm getting there now. I'm really enjoying it. So just flipping our hand round, just to get that shaping as good as I can. Because one, don't want to put product on that I'm then going to have to file off anyway. And two, get the shaping in now, and it makes it a lot easier. So I used Prep Spray Plus sprayed onto a lint-free pad and wiped that over all of the nails. And today I am dehydrating as I go. So dehydrator on, clear bead onto that natural nail bed, and as I'm putting the acrylic on one, I'm dehydrating the next one, so it'll be ready by the time I go to it, keeping that very, very thin and as flush to that cuticle bit as I can, because I don't want any bulk there. Using my Tracy Lou size 10 brush. And I did the same with the other two fingers, obviously, I just cut that out. So on this little finger, I am doing a glitter. For some reason, my mum always has a glitter, and a few clients have started doing this now as well. It seems to become a bit of a thing. So the glitter I'm using that red colour, which is Vamp from CJP, and I'm using it as a very thin wash before I put this glitter on. This glitter is beautiful. It's called Chestnut. It is a multi-cut glitter. So I've just put that bead on there with a very small bead of acrylic, and I'm just nudging it around. I'm trying to get the smaller little bits around the cuticle to make that look neat, and then flattening out the rest of the product as we go down. I do fiddle with glitter quite a lot. So we're on there, and I'm just getting that nudged into where I want it. It's a beautiful glitter though. Bear with me if there's gaps in the recording as well. I'm cooking a late tea. So once I'm happy with that, going on with that Vamp, we're going to do a ombre with Vamp and Pumpkin Pie from CJP. So I like to get all of my first colour done and then go back and then add the second colour on. I find it works better blending if that first layer is dry. So same on the middle. On the ring finger, we are going to be doing some stamping over the top. And on that middle one, we're going to be adding some glitter. So I'm not too worried about the blend on the middle finger. So as always, picking up that first bead, blend it back, and then add another one just to get the coverage that I want. So I'm going to skip the index finger for now and go straight to the thumb. Again, it's going to be an ombre. So get that bead on, fade it back, and then pull it down. Cleaning my brush quite a lot because I have got quite highly pigmented colours on here. and you will see the struggle that I have with pumpkin pie. So on that index finger, we are going to do a full finger of pumpkin pie, and I'm going to add some little black gemstones in. I love this colour, love working with it, but I do struggle with this one. And I don't think it's the product. I've seen other nail techs use it perfectly fine. It is just me. So wiping my brush quite a bit more than I would normally. Yeah, just struggle. So anyway, getting that cuticle as neat as I can get it. I did have some residual staining on my mum's skin from this. It does, you know, once it's on there, it's a bugger to get off. It really is, but it is what it is. I'm not going to worry too much. So just doing a full finger of that pumpkin pie. Just trying to make sure I get the coverage that I want. I'm not so worried about apex and stuff. I tend to do that with the clear layer anyway. So just while we're talking about this, yeah, had quite a busy week this last week. Doing quite well. The editing's getting easier. So when I do my ombre, come in with that first bead on that blend line, and then tuck it in at the sides and swipe, tuck it in at the top and down the side and swipe, and then pull the product down. As always, I've pulled that product down a little bit too much, so I go back in with a wet bead of Vamp and blend it back. Happy with that one, so we can move on to the next. So as you can see, that first bead goes on, tap, 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 swipe, tap, 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 swipe. Same with the cuticle bead, tap, 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 swipe, tap, 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 swipe. Spend my whole life saying that. Just trying to get it, get the colouring off her skin a little bit. I'm a very messy worker. What can I say? So coming back in with a little bead of that pumpkin pie on there. There we go. Okay, so we're coming in with that chestnut glitter. Very small bead of clear acrylic. Pick up the glitter in the middle and then fan it out down one side, up the other. And we just want this as a background for the maple leaves we're going to put on, which is the one thing Mum did choose. She chose the maple leaves, everything else was me. She doesn't get a say, you know, it's me mum. She lives with me. She gets her nails done for free. And she was a willing victim today for the video, so that's why we did it. We'll look at getting some better lighting. Oh, look at those maple leaves. I love them. They're so cute. Need to say, yeah, did I say this already? If I did, I apologise. I don't normally have gel polish on. I took my nails off because I'm having my nails done next week by a very talented tech who lives in my area. She did a Tag a Tech competition thing and I got voted for. So for the first time in 2 years, I'm getting my nails done. Can't wait. So excited. So at the minute, I'm just rocking gel polish because there was no point putting anything on my nails. So I will have beautiful nails again after Wednesday. I'm now off for 2 days. So just pop in some of that, it's not hazelnut. I said the right name a minute ago, didn't I? This is how bad I am. My memory is terrible. So we're just popping that glitter on there and fading it down. Love the glitters from Tracy Lou. So I then go and cap all of the nails. As always, keeping those fingers tilted down. Nice wet bead. Tap, tap, down, swipe down the side, pull it down. Nice and easy. Loved how this set came out. Crystal glass CJP, obviously, and I'm using the one monomer as well. Absolutely love it. I haven't used anything else since it came out. Definitely a CJP girl. Absolutely adore their stuff. Get my paints tomorrow, can't wait. Little bit of glitter, twatty bit of glitter. Managed to dig it out, it's all fine. So when I was doing this now, I'd sort of got a little bit of bulk on the side. So I'm just using my brush to push that acrylic in at the side, just to make sure we don't have too much bulk, because if you have the bulk on that side, you then go to file it to get rid of it, and you risk filing into your colour, which you don't want to do if you've got a nice ombre. So on the glitter finger, wet that nail first, just helps that clear. You can see how much I'm pointing that finger down. Literally, let gravity do the work. So that's on there. It's all good. Thank you so much to all of you that have messaged me and commented and subscribed. Hoping to get some more subscribers up soon. So filing, sidewalls, body of the nail. So when I'm filing, when I'm hand filing especially, I try and get my thumb between the skin. I'm pulling the skin back with my thumb, but I'm also keeping my thumb there so that the file is hitting my thumb rather than my client's finger. I'm obviously going a lot slower than this when I'm filing. I have sped this up. So I have left all the filing in on these fingers. I didn't cheat, didn't use the e-file, I did it all by hand. Isn't my mum lucky? So once I've filed it, I'm coming in with a buffing block. I use CJP's buffers. I really like the shape of these. I'm not overly keen on the square block buffers, so I like the CJP ones. Tracy Lou's 100/180 grit file, love them. They're so sturdy. So again, sidewall, never varies. So people I tend to watch, if you're interested, obviously Tracy Lou, absolute huge fan. Kirsty Meakin, because she is my nail idol, first person I ever saw do a set of nails, and that's where I developed my love for 3D. Liz Guild, totally amazing, runs an amazing support group for nail techs as well. Absolutely adore her work. Lots of other people. Kylie Werry is also really good, love watching her as well. I do exactly what you guys do. I'm watching nail videos all the time. Sarah Burchett, love watching her videos. There's quite a few, to be honest. I've got a massive list on YouTube. So videos I'm hoping to do this week. I don't know if I've got any full sets to do this week. I think they're all infills and redesigns, but I will try and get a couple recorded. Now I have some more memory on my phone, does help. So we're coming to the end of the filing. Now I haven't left any top coating in, but I have left the stamping in. Sort of on the stamping, it was just purely, I didn't want to do anything too Halloween, but I liked the pattern. I tried it on a UV nail yesterday, and I really liked the lacy effect with the little pumpkins in, so that's how come we ended up using it. So once I've finished the filing on this hand, again I will flip her hand around and just check the filing from that angle as well. So yeah, just be careful around them cuticles, a little bit delicate. Your comments and messages are very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And make sure you watch to the end of this video, because there is a small video and a photo of the finished set. I didn't show top coating. So yeah, just flipping the hand round, just checking, just making sure they're straight as they can be. Do love a stiletto. It is my favourite shape, personally. So coming to the end of the video, I have just left the little bits in of the nail art. You will see that my first attempt at stamping on that nail didn't go to plan, so I redid it. But all told, really happy with how these came out. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate every person that subscribes, likes or watches. It means a lot, and I'm looking forward to having a couple of days off now. So I will be back after Tuesday, and have a fab weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I will be back very, very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.